Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I am going to be sharing with you my TBR for November. This is actually pretty straightforward. I'm actually going to stick to each and every one of these books because I have to read them. This is another month of reading books sent to me from publishers because I have to clear out my cache. I have so many ebooks piled up. I remember last month I was planning on reading my fall reading list and my October TBR, and I just happened to just finally look at my inbox, my business inbox, and I saw just so many arcs, and I said, I have to get rid of this. I have to read these books and review them. So that's what I've been dedicating October and November to, or for. Clearing out the inbox of ebooks and things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month again. Now, just to give you a blanket statement, I really don't have any idea what these books are about. I know what genre they fall in. So that's what I'm going to share with you and the title and the book cover here. Like I said, I don't know what they're about really. You can probably guess with some of the titles and the genres paired together, so I'll just kind of let you infer. Another thing, my Halloween giveaway winners. I have not picked those yet because things have just been so insane with my work schedule lately. So things are going to start dying down probably over the next couple of days. So I'm going to finally pick someone and announce it in maybe my next video who won and all that fun stuff and how to contact me and claim your prize. So I have not forgotten that. I think that is it. So all of the books have covers except for one. So I won't put it here, obviously, because there's no cover. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started. I am going to be reading about 16 books this month. One's a novella, and some of them are kind of short. Yeah, so this is going to be quite the challenge for me. And one of them, or two of them, may be holiday related, so that's exciting as well. So, okay, oh my hair, what is going on here? Anyway, let's get started. So the first two books on my TBR I've actually already read, and they're both by S.L. Scott. The first one is The Resistance, and this was an adult contemporary romance. I'm not going to talk about it because you will have to wait for my wrap-up to hear about what I thought. Then the second book is The Redemption, which is set in the same world as The Resistance, same family and all of that, but just different main characters. So it's also an adult contemporary romance. The next book on the list is what I'm currently reading right now, and it is called Melt by Celine Castrovilla. And this is a young adult dystopian. No, it's a young adult contemporary novel with fantasy elements to it because it's kind of back and forth. It's kind of pulling things from The Wizard of Oz, which is really, really cool. So I am barely into it. I'm like on page like maybe 10 of the book, so I haven't gotten too far into it, but we will see how that goes. The next book I'm going to be reading is by J.D. Hollyfield, and it is called Life Next Door. This is an adult contemporary romance that I actually was sent a while ago. First of all, I think the book cover is so cute. Take a look at it. It's so cute. And I'm going to really I think I'm going to enjoy this one. I feel like it just looks like a cute story. I know I read the synopsis and I remember thinking, oh, adorable. I don't remember what the synopsis is at this point, but like I said, I will let you infer what the title and the genre mean. The next book I'm reading is by Kim Boykin, and it's called Just in Time for Christmas. This is an adult holiday romance, of course, and as I told you guys before, all the feels when it comes to holiday romances. I think you can break any and all rules when it comes to holiday romances because I'm just a cheese ball around this time of year, and I just love all of the romance and all of the gushiness and all the cheesiness. I love it, so I'm really kind of excited to get my hands on this one. I think this was probably one of the shorter books I'm reading this month. Then we are going to pick it back up with The Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. This is a young adult dystopian sci-fi fantasy read. This is a book that I actually was scheduled to read like 2 months ago, and I just let it slip through the cracks. So I'm finally going to read it this month. It's on my calendar. I'm going to do this. The next book I'm reading is Blackthorn by Leslie Cooper. This is an adult contemporary romance. I feel like this is leaning more closer to erotic romance. I'm totally speculating. Totally. I could be way wrong. I think it's about like this rock star. There I go with that accent again. I think it's about this rock star. I think his name is Blackthorn, and he's like in a band or something like that. I feel like this is a band romance, like girl meets guy in band kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking if I remember correctly, but I could be way off. Like I said, infer what you will. Okay, the next book is actually a prequel novella, and it is called Stolen by my friend Becca Vincenza. This is actually, like I said, the prequel to her series Rebirth, the Rebirth series. The first book is Damaged. Becca actually recommends that you read Damaged before Stolen because there are spoilers in Stolen that can kind of ruin you for Damaged. But because I'm reviewing Stolen, I don't think I'll be able to read Damaged beforehand. Sorry, Becca. I kind of don't mind the spoiling because she did kind of warn me. Another thing I will tell you, though, about this book that I'm really excited about is it is a male-male romance. I don't read many of those, and it's not because I'm uncomfortable about it. It's just that they don't ever pop up in my realm of authors, you know, typically. In my blogging community, in my reading community, those kinds of books typically don't pop up. So I'm really, really interested in reading a male-male romance just because they exist in real life. Why shouldn't I read one books, you know? I don't know. It's exciting. It's exciting to read something different. So I will actually be reviewing this, like I said, and I'll let you know what I think. The next book I'm going to be reading is by Kat Porter, and it's called Wolfsgate. And this is actually historical fiction. It's set in the 18th century, I believe. And that's all I remember about it. I am really excited because I typically don't read historical fiction. I wonder if I can't remember if there's like some fantasy element or anything to it, or maybe a paranormal element. I do know it's set in the 18th century, so that alone makes it historical fiction. I don't know what the other elements are, if there are any, but I'm really excited to read something that's not futuristic or current. The next book I'm reading is Betrayal by Margaret Bingley. This is an adult contemporary romance. I believe this is actually going to be about a woman who has, I think, an autistic child who finds herself in an abusive relationship, and then she's just kind of trying to find her way of life, love, and happiness, all that kind of stuff. I believe that's what this is about. If I'm wrong, I'll annotate it, but I think I'm right. But yeah, so I've been reading a lot more realistic fiction, I guess is what I would classify it as. And I don't want to say realistic as in it happens every single day, but as in this stuff does happen in everyday life. And so I'm more interested in reading things that don't necessarily have a happily ever after predicted right at the beginning. So I'm really, really eager to read this one. The next book I'm reading is by Kristen Luciani, and it's called Unlikely Venture. This is an adult contemporary romance based on the cover. I love those shoes. I don't know what this is about, of course, but Kristen has actually been reaching out to me over the past month or so because she knows I'm going to be participating in reading her book. So I'm really excited to just see, get to know her through her writing and just read something that, might be a little different. Next book is Soldier On by Sydney Logan. This is a new adult contemporary romance. This actually, of course, as you can tell by the title, has a little bit of a military background, which I love reading military books. I love reading books where military men and or women find love in spite of, being on duty, whatever the term is, being active duty. There we go. Being inactive, not inactive, but on active duty, whatever I'm trying to say, you get it. And so I'm really interested to just kind of see how the lives intertwine. That's always been fascinating to me. I used to date a guy that was a Marine, and was he a Marine? Yes, he was a Marine. And so, yeah, it's always interesting to me and very a breath of fresh air almost to just see, I think I've said this before, police officers, firefighters, military men, doctors, lawyers, all those people whose lives are just work dominated, I love to see love stories with them involved. It really is it intrigues me. Next book I'm reading is The Union by T.H. Hernandez. This is a young adult dystopian that I am stoked about. I heard about this book a couple months ago. The cover is awesome, and I just cannot wait to read it. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's about. I always mix it up with the Book of Ivy, so I'm not even going to try. And then the final 3 books I'm reading, and these 3 books will actually take me into December, so I may get to 1.5 of them. I may get to 2. I know I won't get to all 3, but I am going to be reading The World Without End series by Nasadia Andrews, and that consists of crap. What are the 3 books? Hold on. Okay, got my phone here. The first book is The World Without a Future. The second book is The Horde Without End. And then the third book is The Future Without Hope. This is a new adult paranormal series with zombies. There is romance involved. There are horror aspects. I can't speak. There are horror aspects involved. There's all kinds of things that I'm super pumped about. I've heard great things about the series. I have read regular contemporary fiction by Nasadia before, and it's not my cup of tea at all. So I'm hoping that this will kind of change my mind about her writing and make me fall in love with her as an author. She writes under the pseudonym Taylor Michaels, I think, and I reviewed her book a couple of months ago, or I didn't review it really because I didn't enjoy it, and so I felt like if I reviewed it I would have been bashing it, so I didn't review it, but I did read it, and I think I mentioned it in my wrap-up how I didn't really love it. So I'm really excited to read her new adult paranormal stuff because I heard that's where she's really, really strong, so we shall see. So that is it. Those are the books that I plan on plowing through for the month of November. As you can see, one holiday book. Just one holiday book. But that's okay because next month will be insane with holiday books. I actually may throw a couple of holiday books into the mix for November. I'm just not sure. I'm waiting to hear back from some publishers, but who knows, they may send me things and I might have to scramble. But we shall see. Oh, this is a true testament to not let yourself get backlogged on ebook arcs from authors, publishers, bloggers. Blah. This is my own fault, but I'm trying to catch up and I'm trying to have December be a little bit more free to where I can just kind of read what I want and read some holiday cheesy goodness. So let me know what you guys are reading this month. I would love to know if you've read any of these books or if you plan on reading any of these books. Also let me know that. How is NaNoWriMo going for any of you guys? If you're doing it, I have started. I'm not that far in. I'm just gonna see how it goes. There's just so much uncertainty going on with me right now. I don't know what end is up right now, so I'm not gonna put that kind of pressure on myself. But yeah, so make sure you guys thumbs up this video if you liked it. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye!